Okay, so I want to show you how to graph these four inequalities using the palette that's in Knewton Alta. All right, so let's look at the first one. So I'm looking at the one that's going from -4 to 5, open parentheses on both sides. So what you're going to do is you see at the bottom where it has that open circle, the large open circle here, or the large circle. You're going to move it. You see how you can move it like this? You can move it from -4. Let me see what it was again. Um, so let me kind of move this over a little. So, oops. All right. So -4, and then move this all the way to 5. Okay. Now the next thing you need to notice is that both of those are open parentheses. Both of those are parentheses. So right now you see where you have that line, that segment right here, and this is a closed circle and this is a closed circle. Since we're dealing with parentheses here, you need those to be open circles. So you're gonna move this. You look at the orange part now. You're gonna move this down and you see it turned open, and move this down and it turns open. Okay, so what what they what Newton Alta calls it, they call them switches. So you're gonna take this switch and you can move it up or down to the orange switch, move it up or down to make the interval open or closed. Okay, so this is the one that goes from -4 parentheses all the way to 5 parentheses because of the open circles. So let's go to the next one now. So the next one, we want to go from -6 to 4. So let's move this to -6, move this to 4, and the next thing what you need to notice is that there are brackets. And so since there are brackets, we need this to be closed and this to be closed on 4. So we're going to take the switches again, the orange switches, and right now it is open. You're going to move it up to close it. You're going to move it up to close it. And so now we're going from -6 to 4 with brackets. So that's how you would graph that. Let's look at the next one now. So the next one, we have 3 to infinity with a parentheses on 3. All right, now to get to the infinity part, you see on the number line right here, you have infinity, positive infinity, and over here you have negative infinity. Since I want positive infinity, you're going to take the circle here, you're going to move it all the way until you see an arrow being formed. All right, so that's going to positive infinity. Now I want to start at 3 with parentheses, so I'm going to move this all the way to 3, just like this. Now remember though, this is closed, right? So I need this to be parentheses, so I got to take this switch and move it down to open it. So now this is a graph from 3 to infinity with parentheses at 3. Now let's look at the one from negative infinity to 7. All right, so same idea, except you want to, from left to right, you're going from negative infinity. So you move this all the way to the left. So you see how the arrow's pointing to the left? And then we want to go all the way to 7 with a bracket. So you're going to take this right here, move it to 7. And since this is already closed, that's going to be the bracket. All right, and so that's going from negative infinity to 7. And so that is how you're going to graph simple inequalities using this number line.